You know, you take a look at a thing like the Iran deal. You say very simply, before you start, fellas, and by the way, I have to say to the women, it's all fellas over there. They haven't figured out that women are smarter than men. They haven't figured this out. A little detail. They'll figure. It'll take another 150 years, but they'll figure it.
We need steady hands.
She says, you don't have steady hands.
I have the steadiest hands. Look at those hands. I have the steadiest hands.
Look at that.
Steady as a rock.
Yeah, but I shoot with this hand.
ESPN drops Trump. A friend of mine in Paris called, "Oh, Don, it's too bad about ESPN." You know what they were doing? They rented my golf club for a day. They put up a big deposit. I took their deposit, and then I rented it to somebody else. I made two for the price of one. No, it's true. Then the next day, all over the world, NASCAR drops Trump. No, NASCAR. And then friends of mine call up from Europe. It's headlines, NASCAR. Don, it's too bad about NASCAR. I feel so. You know what that one was? They rented a banquet hall at Trump National Doral in Miami for one evening. I took their deposit. I took their deposit, and you know what? I just rented it for much more money than they were paying. So it's two for the price of one. You know, I may make money running for president. It's very interesting. I know the greatest business people in the world. I know them. They're friends, they're enemies. I know them. I don't care if they're an enemy, if they're good. But I know them. Some are horrible, horrible human beings. They are. They're terrible. You wouldn't want to have dinner with them. You would throw up all over the place if you had to have dinner with them. I'm telling you, some are horrible people. Who cares? Who cares? I don't care. Some are wonderful people. Not too many, to be honest with you. Now, I've met much tougher people than Ted Cruz. He's like a baby compared to some of the people I have to do. He is like a little baby. Soft, weak little baby by comparison. But for lying, he's the best I've ever seen. He's the best. Of course, really, the great liars are the ones that don't get caught, right? The ones that get caught, they're not really great liars. He said to me, please, Donald, can I cut you? It's not a big deal. I'm selling ties. And you know what? Honestly, they were made in China, so I didn't care that much. I was like, which is good, because I always want to be loved, you know? Like when I went on dates, if a woman dropped me, which happened often, I would always like to say, or at least in my own mind, that I dropped her. Does that make sense? So what happened makes me feel better. So CNN, I know, and I love you too. Nice guy. He's a guy, and I love him, okay? Am I allowed to love him? I love him. You know, these guys, one page, they're asking for extensions, politicians, one page. They got nothing. They got nothing. They got nothing on them. They can't report the money they stole, so they don't put that on. It's true. No, it's true. It's true. Think of it. I'm going to be in the White House. You're in the White House. It's a limited period of time. It's this gorgeous place. Yes, smaller than some of my houses, but these are minor details. No. So, some of these people are terrible human beings. Some of these people are horrible. You wouldn't, for a woman up here, you would never, ever have dinner with some of these people. Although they're very rich. You might have dinner with them, actually. You might. Would you? Does money matter that much? She says no. I'll bet you would, but no, I'm okay. Remember what Donald Trump said. You don't have to remember if I win. You just remember if I don't win for some reason, okay? Remember. So here's what I do. And I probably, I want to be presidential, so I'm not supposed to make the call myself, right? But I might make it myself anyway. They asked Ted Cruz, he was on my left, right? I've been in the middle. I didn't hear that. I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it. But it could have been foul, so I'm doing this for the press. Anybody that says something like that, I will reprimand them. Who said it? I didn't say anything. You are reprimanded. Okay. I can't hit him. No, he hasn't hit me. No. He has not hit me. I'm treating him nicely. When he hits me, is he going to be hit? Actually, I can't wait. You know, I said that about Cruz. We were both being very nice, and he was being very nice. And then all of a sudden he said something a little off color, and I said, well, thank goodness it's time.
She says her story has remained exactly the same. She was knocked a little bit off. Yeah, that she was knocked off balance, but she remained standing.
You want to read it, or you want me to do it? You're a professional announcer. Why don't you read it? I looked at her. In fact, one of the great pictures. I think you've become very negative. I do think.
Yeah, me?
Yeah.
Why? Why would I do that?
I don't know. Who knows? You'll have to ask your psychiatrist. But I think you've become very negative.
When was the last time you actually apologized for something?
Oh, wow.